On Christmas morning, my parents handed my brother's kids $500 each and said only the best for our grandkids. Then they tossed my son a coloring book from a dollar store bag. He looked at me. I looked at my dad. He shrugged. We were in the car. Within 4 minutes, the crinkling of the plastic bag sounded louder than the Christmas music playing in the background. My brother's 2 kids were sitting on the plush carpet, holding crisp emerald green envelopes. Inside each was $500 in brand new bills. My mother had beamed when she handed them over. Only the best for our real grandbabies, she said, smoothing down my niece's hair. You know how hard your father and I work to make sure you have the best holiday possible. Then my dad reached behind the armchair.
He didn't hand it to my 7-year-old son, Leo. He tossed it onto the coffee table.
It was a flimsy, half-bent coloring book inside a translucent yellow dollar store bag. The 99-cent clearance sticker was still stuck to the front cover, half scratched off. There you go, buddy, my dad muttered, not even looking up from his coffee. Keep yourself busy. Leo didn't cry. That's what broke something permanent inside my chest. He just looked at the plastic bag, then looked up at me with wide, confused brown eyes. He thought he had done something wrong. He thought he wasn't good enough. I looked directly at my father. Is that it? I asked. My voice was dangerously flat. My dad just shrugged. Your brother's family visits more. Money's tight. Don't make a scene, Mark. My brother sat on the sofa, smirking behind his mug, counting his kids' cash. I didn't yell. I didn't flip the table. I didn't give them the drama they were waiting to weaponize against me. I stood up, reached down, and took Leo's small hand. Grab your coat, buddy. We're leaving? Leo whispered. Yeah, I said softly. We have somewhere much better to be. My mother stood up, her face tight. Mark, dinner is in an hour. Don't be so dramatic over a gift. I didn't answer. I picked up Leo's winter boots, grabbed my wife's coat from the rack, and walked out the front door. We were in the car within 4 minutes. I turned the ignition, blasted the heater, and looked in the rearview mirror. Leo was sitting in the back, holding the tiny toy car he brought in his pocket. Dad? He asked quietly. Are Grandma and Grandpa mad at me? No, Leo, I said, looking right into his eyes through the mirror. They're just lined, and you are never going to be treated like an afterthought again. I promise you that. We went to a diner, ate massive stacks of pancakes, and spent the afternoon at an arcade, laughing until our stomachs hurt. Then came the slow burn. For 6 years, I had been the silent backbone of my parents' finances. When my dad had his heart scare, I set up an automated transfer of $400 a month to cover their supplemental health insurance and the property tax bridge on their house. My brother, the golden child, had always claimed he was managing their estate while secretly taking credit for the stability I was paying for. My parents genuinely believed the money came from my brother's supposed genius investments. They treated me like a financial ghost because I never bragged about it. I just wanted them to be safe. Sitting in my car outside the diner while Leo played inside, I logged into my bank portal. I canceled the recurring wire transfer. Then I canceled the family mobile plan that had 5 of their lines on my corporate discount. Finally, I blocked their numbers. No angry paragraphs. No final ultimatum. Just complete impenetrable silence. January came and went. February arrived. By mid-March, a certified letter arrived at my office from my father. Then another from the county tax assessor marked delinquent notice. Apparently, my brother hadn't stepped up. When the automatic payments vanished, my parents turned to their golden boy to release the investment funds. That was the moment they found out there were no investments. He had been pocketing their spare cash for years while I carried their roof over their heads. One evening in April, I was in the front yard teaching Leo how to throw a curveball when an old sedan pulled up to the curb. My father stepped out. He looked smaller. The arrogance was completely gone, replaced by the hollow exhaustion of a man who had realized the floor beneath him was entirely fake. He walked up the driveway, his hands trembling slightly in his pockets. Mark, he croaked, we need to talk. The house, the taxes, the insurance last. Your brother won't answer our calls. I caught the baseball Leo threw back to me and held it in my glove. I know, I said evenly. Why didn't you tell us you were the one paying? He choked out, his eyes welling up with shameful tears. We thought we didn't know. If you could just lend us a few thousand to get through the month. I looked at him, really looked at him, and felt absolutely nothing. No rage, no spite, just a vast, quiet emptiness. Money's tight, I said, repeating his exact words from Christmas morning. He froze. Don't make a scene, Dad, I added quietly. I reached into my pocket, pulled out a single crumpled $1 bill from the diner earlier that day, and placed it on the hood of his car. Keep yourself busy, I said. I turned my back on him, gripped the baseball, and smiled at my son. All right, Leo, I called out. Show me that fastball.